Welcome to Who Knew. We are fans of the current series of Doctor Who, and here we discuss our likes, dislikes, and insights into the modern regeneration of the show. Subscribe, review, and listen to us on Apple Podcast and Spotify, or our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WhoKnewPodcast. All our episodes are on whoknewpodcast.com. You can leave comments there or email us at whoknewpodcast@gmail.com. We also have an Instagram and Twitter account. Tweet at us at whoknewpodcast. Find us on Facebook. All right, hi, Eugene here, and San Diego Comic-Con just happened, and here with me tonight, this evening, this afternoon, this morning, is Alburn and Brian. Say hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
So yeah, the main Comic-Con Doctor Who thing that I did was do the Black Archive experience, the unit Black Archive experience that was off-site. You did not need a ticket to enjoy this thing. And I didn't really know about it until I texted Monica from Temple of Geek. And so I didn't get up to meet with them, but Nate did a video. It's on Instagram. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. Yeah, they doctored it up, pun intended. So there's a facade of the 15th Doctor's TARDIS. What would you call it? Interior from the door, but not the console. So it was kind of cool that the line led you naturally to that to have a photo opportunity, which I think was the same thing that was at the BBC's booth last year at Comic-Con. And they just repurposed that. And then you walked in, you got an ID card giving you access, quote unquote, to the Black Archive, which is cool. A nice little keepsake.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna pull up some of my photos so I can kind of remember what was in there. You had the robot head from that delivery service thing. I can't remember. I think it was
Kablam?
yeah, Kerblam or something.
Kablam?
Kerblam,
Kablam? Something
something
like
like that. Yeah. So that was there at the greeting desk, and then it was just kind of like all these props, and I think some of them might have been at the Doctor Who experience in London. They had the first thing I noticed was Sontaran. No, not Sontaran. Silurian gun or Sea Devil gun. It was kind of like very audio spherical looking thing. And then the Tommy gun from Daleks in Manhattan with the Dalek whisk as the quote barrel. And then you had it looks like handles, the Cyberman head that the 11th Doctor carried around in his later run in the years, and a classic Cyberman, well, not classic, but like not the sock over the head, but the one after that that became more classically known as the Cyberman with the tears, the tear duct kind of in their eyes. And then yeah, you had some new stuff too, like the that device. Sorry, spoiler, Alburn, if you haven't seen the second season of Shooty's season, but the sort of guitar-looking satellite dish thing that the Doctor carried around to get. Uh,
In the new season?
yeah, in the new season to get.
Oh, Vector.
Yeah, something to get his companion back home.
Yeah. Yeah, to tie
Um,
down the coordinates or something like that.
yeah, and then you had. It looked like the Indigo Project backpack that allowed somebody to leap in through time. That was cool to see that hanging up in one of the like shelving, like curated shelves. And there was a unit markings everywhere on boxes and things. It was very nice. I'm just going through these because I took these as I was going through them.
How
Uh,
many people were in there with you? Was it a lot of people, or were you kind of by yourself?
there was maybe 20 people. They limited it so that you could see everything and not like be cluttered. So there was a wait outside. It I went on a Saturday and I think the wait was maybe 15 to 20 minutes. It wasn't that bad.
Hmm.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's a walk-in for Comic-Con.
Yeah. There's a what again, I think this is what it is. It's a sea devil sort of egg. So you got to hold it through like those bio containment chambers with the gloves that like rubber gloves that came through. So that was cool. It was very squishy when you touched it. There was a silence in a one of the like glass containers. So that was cool to see that actual like life-size prop. There was some Gallifreyan like royal, not royal, but like the normal head helmets with the
Hmm.
kind of widow peak.
Hmm.
So those the black cubes from it's either I think it's the Power Three
Power
when
through.
all those cubes were just everywhere. Uh, an Auton head from the mannequins in the episode Rose. Um, the French like masquerade mask from the Clockwork Droids from Girl in the Fireplace. Those were all kind of in the same exhibit, if you will, I guess. Dolichanium, saw Dolichanium spheres. The
Volcanium.
yeah, the moment was up propped up top, so you couldn't like touch it, but it was there.
Oh, I'd
And
have
then
stolen it.
Nitro 9 from Ace. That was cool to see that.
Oh, that's funny.
There was a Centauran helmet, various sonic screwdrivers on display, and then the Osgood boxes, the red and the blue, if we remember that from the ones we just did with Capaldi.
Hmm.
And then I think this is the newer, there's also the newer space helmet that Shooty did with that one episode where you couldn't turn your back on the monster
Hmm.
or you
The
couldn't look
midnight.
at it direct. Yeah, their midnight one for sure.
Hmm.
And there was somebody dressed up as Osgood with the lab coat and the Fourth Doctor scarf in a sort of like conspiracy theory looking like a whiteboard or with things pointing to other things. And I think that might be from the new show because it showed the Sea Devil egg and says like, "What is this?" Oh, Sea Devil question mark.
Mm.
And then all the yellow coffee mugs from Shooty's kind of last episode with the alternate
Falling through the,
reality.
yeah,
But yeah,
falling through the tables.
and then at the end, we got a fan that says, "I'm a Doctor Who fan," like a fan to fan yourself. So yeah. No panel, but that was a fun experience to go through. I enjoyed seeing the props, and I don't know if some of those props were shared with the San Diego Comic-Con Museum because there's a Doctor Who exhibit there that I plan to go to, and we'll report back later.
Cool.
That's very
Questions?
cool. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up on Doctor Who news, so they didn't have a presence there. Because I guess has the next season been announced? Is there a date? Is there
No,
a
there's no
Doctor
announcement, nothing.
And I don't think there will be.
That's the speculation.
Yeah.
getting a rest? Sorry, not to turn it. Just yeah,
Now
entertainment.
we the show has taken a rest before, so it's gonna be fine taking another one again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. I mean, not to get out of the show, but yeah, like I was joking about entertainment, but it is changing very rapidly, and so I think it's hard to hit any target. Like, cable has changed, the like
Hmm.
BBC's relationship to the world has changed. People's yeah, how they consume stuff. It's
Hmm.
all in flux. But
Hmm.
yeah. So it's got to be hard to make a show when you don't even know what your target, your audience, like, yeah. Anyways, Comic-Con. So what was the big draw? Who
Uh,
had the most space?
well, for me, Saturday was the big sort of day. Let me just look at my schedule real quick. I know for sure I wanted to go into the Star Trek Universe panel, I think is what they called it, because it's all the Star Trek shows that are up and coming. Um,
So you just went to Hall H and sat.
Saturday, yeah, that's all I did in Hall H, or all I
You got
did on
some good stuff.
Saturday. Well, I'll start with Friday night. Josh came down as well,
Nice.
and we were able to attend a figure drawing panel, so that was fun. I haven't done figure drawing in a while, so I am still mediocre, but better, not as rusty as I thought. So that was fine. So yeah, Saturday, going to the Star Trek Universe panel was the big one. So they started off with like a sizzle reel with all of the Star Trek franchises kind of into one, and I was like, that's good to kind of experience
Oh,
that in the big hall
I love
with
those.
everybody.
Those are
Yeah,
fun.
they went right into Strange New Worlds, and Anson Mount was supposed to be there, but he couldn't because he just had a kid, so he was at home with his family. He should have sent a holographic facsimile of himself.
Well, he did put pictures out on Instagram, and I did see there really is a baby.
Yeah, and they shared that. Oh, and Robert Picardo moderated that panel.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was funny because the first thing I noticed is that his placard was spelled Robert
Oh, Richard?
Richard Picardo. This is the perfect shot of that. He's like, "Who got my name wrong?"
Yeah.
After they show, they dim the lights and then they show the sizzle reel, and then the first thing I noticed is that somebody corrected it because it was Robert Picardo on the placard.
Yeah, I think I
So
saw a whole host of Star Trek people saying that they were going to be talking there.
yeah, they had for the Strange New Worlds panel, they had is it Alex Kurtzman, Kiva
Yeah,
Goldsman,
yeah.
and I can't remember the last guy, the other producer. But then they had Christine Chong, the Sing,
La'an?
Laan, yeah. Kirk was there.
Uh,
Um, I
not
can't
James, but the other one, the
the
brother.
the new one from no the new one, the new
Oh,
Kirk.
okay.
Paul,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Paul,
So that Kirk.
hmm, Paul Wesley? Is that his name?
I think so.
Hmm. I, 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 there's, it's like we don't need to see Kirk in Strange New Worlds. Once was fine. Paul something.
I'm sorry that I don't remember their names. I remember their characters. Nurse Chapel, Spock, number one, Una. So those were the ones from Strange New Worlds there. It was very short because normally they sit down at the table. They all just stood up, no table, because we then watched this week's episode
Oh,
uh,
nice.
last week. So have you seen and have you guys seen the trailer for it?
No, I'm rejecting it totally.
Strange New Worlds or the
This episode for Strange New World. I think I was curious why they showed this one, and I think it's because you can watch it standalone. It doesn't really spoil much. But real quick, it's about I don't know how much I want to say, but it's a murder mystery, and they start off with kind of a spoof parody of what the show sort of is or was the original series.
Interesting.
yeah, they've been exploring some more cinematic like genres this season.
Yeah, and they need to stop. They've
I think
they've done enough. When you only have 10 episodes, just do your show. It's like the good old days when we had 22. You could do whatever you want. And if you had a clunker, oh well, it was
there'd be
one of
another one.
22.
Yeah. It's
Now it's
funny.
like, ugh,
I was talking about the same thing with a friend that I went to the panel with, Rich, and we were talking about how there aren't really standout episodes because everything serves like one overall arc where the episodic nature of Star Trek is kind of gone.
not. It can be fairly standalones. That's kind of what they were going for. They wanted to get away from Discovery and Picard and the one storyline.
Yeah, but at the same time, you have Alburn. How caught up are you?
I'm caught up on Strange New Worlds. They have had a lot of like series arcs, and then this whole like new. Brian's watched it, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's caught up.
Okay. Like
Well,
the whole war thing now has taken over, everybody's personal stories. So
well,
that's yeah.
I was thinking more about the personal stuff that is the overarching themes, like romantic relationships, that type of thing,
Mm.
where you didn't really have much. You had it one and done type of thing. I don't know. I don't want to spoil. I want to go into details, but I can't because I'm going to spoil it for people who haven't watched it.
Yeah.
I know they
But
said they wanted it to be more Buffy-like, that there was an overall season-long arc, but
yeah, when you have 10 or less episodes, it's hard to do that.
yeah.
So anyway, after that, we had Starfleet Academy folks come out, and forgive me, I do not know any of their names because they are new. The only one I did recognize was Holly Hunter. She is playing the Chancellor Captain of this new show, along with Robert Picardo, who was
Yay.
already moderating. Well, oh, you can see how tiny Holly Hunter is. So this is her, and everybody just
Oh my God.
towers. So this is the new cadets, I guess. So when you saw the trailer, did you see that trailer, Albert,
For the episode?
for the series?
No, I haven't seen it yet. You can talk about it.
Well, you have a couple people that we already know besides the would you just call him the holographic doctor again, or the
The doctor.
doctor?
He's the
Mhm.
And
doctor.
yeah, and Holly Hunter, we already knew that. We see her like giving a sort of, I don't know if it's a commencement speech, but we see her giving a speech to the new class.
What's that? Welcome to.
Yeah, because the premise is this is after the burn from Discovery. So Starfleet Academy hasn't been operating for 120 years, I think they said.
Something like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
that's fine, Alburn. That's completely acceptable what you're doing right
I
now.
don't know what exists. I don't. So it's after Discovery, not after Picard or
Oh, it's
Picard.
after Picard. 800
Okay.
years after Picard.
Because
They're in
Discovery
the
jumps in the future.
32nd century.
Oh, so it's following the Discovery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the whole Stacey Abrams of it all, huh?
Oh God. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm sure she won't. Oh my God. What were they thinking? I'm sorry. Uh,
Not
you
just
forget
yeah,
these things and then it comes back really hard.
yeah.
Aren't you glad you had free time to do this episode, Brian?
Ooh, ooh, boy.
Okay. So that's where Academy will take place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're rebuilding Starfleet Academy on Earth.
Right. Okay. Not Legacy, which may have been
No, not Legacy.
hard. Okay. Copy.
Legacy would have been following Picard.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
not happening, is it?
No, not with the merger.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the only reason we're getting Starfleet Academy is they literally had started filming
Hmm.
and
Mm.
before, so yeah, no. There's not going to be any new stuff for a long time.
Yeah. So the other folks we saw in that trailer were Admiral Vance from Discovery, also better known as the guy from The Mummy,
Yeah.
the not Brendan Fraser guy from The Mummy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Watcher.
Yeah. And then Tig Notaro returns as Jet Reno, which is good.
Yeah, the engineer from Discovery.
Hmm. Any clues? Like I said, I haven't seen the trailer yet, but vibe wise, does it feel trailers are hard, but does it feel more like Discovery or
I
like
I
No.
don't I can't tell, but I feel better about it than I did when they just announced it. Just like
Yeah,
we're doing Starfleet Academy, and I didn't know where it was going to take place, other than Holly Hunter was going to be in it, and it's a new cast.
yeah, and the trailer looks um, colorful, so it's not like Discovery, and it looks like it could be fun, so it's not like Discovery.
so no head smashes, no
Uh,
grotesque stuff.
no, not that, not no. But I don't think the trailer was really would focus on that. The
Sure.
trailer was more like, oh, hey, look, it's a bunch of kids at the academy.
Oh, and it was also announced last year that Paul Giamatti would be the villain. So we got to see him.
Oh, that was good.
He's a
Oh,
half Klingon, half human villain for the series.
We don't know exactly what it is.
That's what he looked like. Let's
oh,
just
it
say
is.
that.
And they always change the Klingons.
So that's why I think he could be a Klingon.
Well, that's cool. So, okay, you're starting to sell me on it. So they're rebuilding Starfleet, but they don't have to like hit the original series Next Generation. So they're kind of like getting the best of both worlds, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Like start Starfleet, but like the future history we don't know, right? Like there's
Right.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, all
No, no.
right, all right.
Okay.
And there's a lot of Easter eggs, and then there's a lot of things. It's like, wait, what? Go back. Real quick little shots where you're like, you can't be talking about. Are you going to talk about that? So
Well,
yeah.
now that my interest meter is going back down. Uh-oh. I'll watch the trailer.
Well,
I watch. I'll watch the show. Who am I kidding?
yeah.
Oh, we're
No,
all
it's
going to
not.
watch the
It's not
show. Is it going
actually
to be
for me.
obligation though, or is it going to be for fun?
For me. It was the opposite. There's one shot. There's a woman reading a computer screen, and what's on the screen is like, wait, seriously? So it's very cool. I mean, it's a trailer. I can tell you. The Fate of Benjamin Sisko, Emissary of the Prophet.
Yes. When I saw that, I was like, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's like, you wouldn't, you know, it's like they wouldn't like joke with us with that. Would it like where she's like flipping through like book book titles, and that's just a book title that she flips past. It's like, oh God, don't do that. I just worried they're going to do that, but no, no. You can talk about what happened to Cisco, and there's like the James T. Kirk Pavilion and things like that. So
Well, that's fun. I'm glad. Yeah, that'll be
Yeah,
good.
me too. I'm looking forward to it.
Any other like big brands? Like how did Marvel or DC show off
Sup
anything?
Surprisingly not. They had no big panels. The biggest thing, well, let me rewind a little bit. I started off the day by going the first, I think the first panel of the day was Coyote versus Acme, which if you don't know, was a movie that was shot for with Warner Brothers, and then they shelved it just like they did with Batgirl, the movie.
oh
And so we're finally getting Coyote versus Acme next year in 2026. The panel had Paul Scheer, which if you don't know, he's from like The League and the podcast How Did This Get Made, and he's great. And then it was Will Forte, who's kind of in most of the movie, and Eric Bauza, who does the voices of all the Looney Tunes now, like Bugs, Daffy, Porky, Sylvester, all those folks. And Paul Scheer is a great moderator. He like went with everything that went sort of wrong, and if you didn't know, it would have been fine. Like it's part of the show. So those guys were great. Then after that, it was Bad Guys 2, which I've never even seen Bad Guys 1, which is all these there's a wolf, there's a shark, there are all these like it's anthropomorphic bad
yeah.
guys. And this panel consisted of Mark Maron, Sam Rockwell, Natasha Lyonne, Aquafina, Craig Robinson. It's just really fun. Anthony Ramos, who was in Hamilton and In the Heights. So that panel was just fun to hear them because they were also entertaining. And I didn't care anything about the movie. I'm sorry if there are Bad Guy 2 fans out there, but it was just fun to see that.
Anthony Ramos was also just in Ironheart.
And
And by the way, Ironheart was really good.
oh, I'm behind.
It's
I'm gonna get to
really,
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's good. I had negative expectations, and it was really good.
I actually went to the premiere that I worked at, and it was cool to see everybody's like spirits about it. They were fun to be around. Yeah, then after that, we talked about the Star Trek panel. Then after the Star Trek panel in Hall H, mind you, all of this is in Hall H. So I got in on a Saturday, which is like a Herculean task. So we're waiting after the Star Trek panel lets out, the side screens on the hall open. So you know it's going to be something like big. It was Hail Mary, the Ryan Gosling, Andy
Uh,
Weir sci-fi movie.
that
I
looks
think
really good.
so. They opened up the screens and they had like star charts on it before we actually went into the panel. And then yeah, Ryan Gosling shows up. Everybody cheers. And then who are the two guys that did the Lego movie, Lord and
Bill Miller and Lord.
Miller and Lord? Yeah, they're the two directors on this movie. And then Andy Weir comes on, and then Drew Goddard, speaking of Buffy, shows up because he's the screenwriter, the adapter to
Hmm.
the Hail Mary. And so they showed clips and things, and this is another movie coming out next year. And I thought it was going to come out like at the end of this year, but
Mm.
wow, that was a fun panel.
And I mean, it looks really good. It looks a lot of fun. But it's based on a book written by the same guy who did The Martian. And boy, can you tell, because it's almost pretty much, oh, I don't know, like the same story.
Well, this time, to me, I get sunshine vibes because of this, we have to do to
Yeah,
keep the sun
but
going on.
the guy is all alone, and
Oh yeah, the
you
premise
know,
is yeah, very
yeah, it's
similar.
it's this guy all alone, all by himself, separated from the rest of humanity.
It's funny because Andy Weir, he addressed that. He goes, in The Martian, I said, I'm writing this because I know me. So the main character in The Martian is me, but all the good parts of me. So when he's doing Hail Mary or Project Hail Mary, I think the book is called, he's doing me again, but with the negative parts too. So that's
Oh,
why he's
cool.
a little more, say, quirky or,
More honest take on
yeah,
not
maybe,
a superhero,
yeah,
science say
more
everything.
downtrodden, not downtrodden, more curmudgeon, maybe is the best way to
Yeah,
put it.
that seems what he's like.
So I'm like, I get what you mean.
I've seen it. I've watched a few interviews with him, and he seems like, I mean, I want to watch more interviews. He seems really fun.
He was
Yeah.
very, very pleasant and personable on the panel. So then after Project Hail Mary, or Hail Mary the movie, we get the Peacemaker season 2 panel. So just having watched Superman, I was like, James Gunn is there, and that was really awesome to see him. And he got a big applause just for Superman before the panel even started. He was very, very humble about it. It's like he didn't expect it, so that was
Why
really
not?
nice. Yeah, because he was there for Peacemaker, not for Superman. So I was like,
Well,
that's cool. Then speaking of Superman, we have Frank Grillo from also the new DC universe to show up in this panel, and the guy I'm not gonna remember names, but the guy that played Vigilante, the guy in all the masks, that's a fanboy of Peacemaker. I'm not gonna remember his name.
Did you see season one?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I saw
Either of
season.
you? Oh,
Mhm.
I haven't.
It's very irreverent.
Yeah, which would be either I would love it or I would despise it. But I wanted to see, I definitely think I'm going to watch season two because of what they're saying about it and having seen the new Superman movie. So we'll see how it goes.
Sorry, I'm just gonna look this up because don't want to mess this up. We got Danielle Brooks who plays Adebayo, Jennifer Holland who plays Emilia Harcourt, Steve Agee who plays John Economos, and then Tim Meadows is added to the cast of season 2, so glad to see him getting some more stuff. Oh, and of course John Cena shows up in his Peacemaker costume while everybody else is in like normal clothes. So
Seriously?
yeah, it
Wow.
was pretty funny.
He likes to dress up.
I'm so glad that The Marine was not his movie career because seeing that, he like had no acting experience and he's grown so much since then. So I'm glad that he's getting these roles and he just he has natural charisma about him. Very playful. So yeah, excited about Peacemaker season 2. It was a very fun panel as well. And then I forgot about Friday. I did The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon season 3. So I was telling Brian this, but I dropped off of The Walking Dead a long time ago. So coming into this cold, Daryl and Carol made it to France in seasons 1 and 2 of this show.
Yes, they did.
And then in season 3, they're in Spain. And my first question was, how did you get over the Atlantic Ocean?
They didn't address that in the show.
Yeah, they did.
I'm sure they
They
did,
did.
but I'm jumping into season 3 because I'm
Oh,
like,
you're
I have
jumping.
no
Okay,
idea how you
okay.
guys got here. What are
Gotcha.
you doing?
Yeah, Frank watched it. The really, really funny bit is they came over on different boats. So he left. I don't particularly know why he left, but he left. And then Carol was upset. And so Carol followed him on a different boat. And isn't that nice that they actually found each other and they found each other. Yeah. And so then last season they were together in France. Yeah.
That's
But it's
romantic.
okay because they want to go home.
Are
Okay.
there Walking Dead in Europe? The
Oh,
Oh,
Walking Dead?
very much.
they were talking about how the people they because you have to hire a certain amount of locals. They were talking about how those locals will just ha were just happy to be there because they were fans of the show and like it's all taking place in America. Can it come over here? And so I was like, oh,
Hmm.
had no idea.
And the walkers are evolving.
Oh,
So
okay.
they can now climb and they can open doors.
Just like the Raptors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know exactly because I swear I have not watched any of it, but Frank watches it. So
Just again, just very head scratchy for me. I'm like, how did you get over there?
yeah.
And then after that, I specifically stayed for the Alien Earth panel.
Oh, I'm
So
looking
that
forward to that.
yeah, they screened the first episode, which was very intriguing as well. I'm like, it's not answering all the questions I have, but I'm curious. So I hope that pilot is a taste of the rest of the season, and I hope they keep it at that level.
Yeah, and they didn't blow their budget on the pilot.
And it's a bunch of like newcomers, like kids, and Timothy Olyphant is one of the more recognizable guys that was also on the panel. Everybody else I didn't know because they were younger or are younger. They're still alive.
Hmm.
But there's enough that I was like, this is good. So yeah,
Good trailer.
yeah, trailer's out. I think that one comes out in August.
Yep.
It's going to be a fall for Aliens and Predators, right? Doesn't the Predator?
I don't know about the
Yes,
Predator. My judgment is still withheld for the Predator, but I'm
I
not.
laughed. I laughed in a good way
I
watching
think I
the
think it looked fun
trailer.
in the trailer, yeah.
It's just
Yeah. Yeah, because I just saw Fantastic Four
I
and then
haven't.
Superman. But I'm saying I
Mhm.
saw the Predator trailer
Yeah,
and, and like yes, both times I was like, yeah, this looks like it's gonna be fun.
yeah. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be, Shakespeare, but
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
And then on a Sunday, I ended with Starship SmackDown, which is with Rob Meyer Burnett, and Ron Moore showed up, so that was
Wow.
fun. Those were those pictures I sent you, Brian.
He looks very old.
If you don't know, Starship SmackDown, the panel is like sort of a fantasy football league where you take starships from different sci-fi movies, shows, franchises, and you argue who would win again if they went against each other. So I thought that was cool. Battlestar Galactica, it's got him right there, and then the Defiant because he was on the show, I think. And there's Rob, there's all of them. So they began with the Gorn national anthem, so that's why we're all standing up. So if you've never been, it's a great way to kind of close the panel, the Comic Con. It's just a lot of fun, and we're kind of nerding out on what makes one ship win over the other. That was San Diego Comic Con 2025 for me. It was a lot of fun.
Did
Very
they pick a
tiring, but lots of fun.
did they pick an overall winner?
Unfortunately, I could not stay because my ride was coming, so
Oh, okay.
left early.
Hmm. Very cool. Will you go again next year?
Yeah, I will go again next year and go again every chance I get and every time I can get a badge. Yeah, we'll see what I did see a couple of Doctor Who cosplay, but not as much as previous years just because there's no panel.
Yeah.
There was somebody who built a Dalek. Unfortunately I didn't take a photo because I think I was too far away, but I could hear it and see it, remote controlled like they do with the droids, the astromech droids, that is.
Hmm.
And sort of, I guess, shameless plug, but Rose City Comic Con has Billy Piper and Christopher Eccleston again this year in September. So if you are in the Oregon Pacific Northwest area, go and check out Rose City Comic Con.
They're doing Big Finish together. Gee, I wonder if Billy will have anything to say.
Or can she say anything is more the question.
That's true.
All right, so that wraps up San Diego Comic Con. Thanks for listening, stay safe, and we'll see you next time when the future becomes the present.
You just listened to an episode of Who Knew?
Our wonderful theme music is by Michael Grady.
Find him on Facebook at The Universe Explodes.
Additional music is by Damiel Paggio.
Additional music by Paul Ohlers.
All our episodes are engineered by Alburn, and you can find him at alburnbinkley.com.
You can also find this show in several places.
Follow us on Twitter at Who Knew Podcast.
Subscribe, review, and
Listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
Or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Who Knew Podcast.
All our episodes are on whoknewpodcast.com.
Visit our Facebook page.
Please leave comments, reviews, and click like to support Who Knew Podcast.
To listen to our show on your Amazon Echo device, subscribe to us on Amazon Music,
And then ask your Amazon device to play your podcast subscriptions.
this podcast is inspired by Doctor Who.
The longest running sci-fi show in history.
And especially the revival spearheaded by Russell T. Davis.
Thanks to Russell, Sidney Newman,
Verity Lambert, Ron Grainer,
and all those involved in the adventures of our favorite Time Lord.
Your work continues to inspire and entertain.